it's me again. I'm still alive. Sort of. Man, I'm so wishy-washy today, so I'm like, I don't know, a mess of a human, which is my favorite, you know? I do quite enjoy just being a wreck. I don't know. I feel like that emotional damage meme, but it's just me like hurting myself in confusion. It's not anyone else's fault that I feel yucky and terrible. It's my fault. Let's see. I got distracted with something else, so I'm gonna switch screens in just a second. Cammy came over and was asking for pets, and I needed to pet a cute puppy, so let's get started. We're gonna risk it in the rain. As we should. Okay, cool. We're gonna do single player, of course, because I'm a lonely, sad person. Huntress, because it's my favorite, and let's go ahead and do Rainstorm and see me get my ass kicked, because that's expected. I barely handled Drizzle. But I love this game so much. Let me just put this dog in my lap, 1 second. She wants a lot of attention. I'm just gonna cover her with a blanket and make believe she's not there. Oh, she's fighting me. Lay down on the blanket. Okay. We'll see if I die because of her. Man, she stuck her whole mouth in my mouth. Don't do that, please. I'm exhausted. I was like pretty excited this morning and pretty like ready to go. And then like I just had, nope, she bit my nose. Betrayal. I just had some like audio problems and chaos ensue that like literally sent me like spiraling into frustration and just not wanting to like be around, like just not wanting to have to exist today. So, you know, just normal normal Sunday. No, I feel like I'm the moodiest person in the world, so that's just kind of the vibe. But, you know, I had cinnamon rolls for breakfast, which was like a treat. I haven't had cinnamon rolls in a long while. Trying to be a healthy adult. But they were calling to me when I went to the store yesterday. So I was like, yeah, let me just slap that right on my ass, please. So, you know. I feel like yesterday we talked about so many like serious topics, and I like kind of want to continue babbling today, but I don't know like where to start, or what to babble about. So it's hard. I was I watch Dropout TV. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's like College Humor and Actually and like a bunch of other stuff. And I very much enjoy it. And they also do D&D campaigns. I told Dean earlier I'm like dying to see somebody do like an SCP D&D campaign, because I really love the SCP universe and kind of just the concept behind how it's been created, and like everything about it really is just absolutely amazing to me. I really love it. It's just so cool, you know, and the stories and the characters and the like interesting monsters that are created are just, oh, it's so cool, you know? But so just like imagine a D&D campaign with like your favorite SCPs, you know, like that would be interesting, okay? But so they recently did a behind the scenes. It's only to like members, I think. And I like to throw my money at things that I love. And their behind the scenes was of one of their D&D campaigns, and it was talking to the art team basically about like them making the miniatures for the campaign, and they were like just like discussing how they make them and how they like plan for them. And it was like super interesting because they're talking about how when they design some of the miniatures, they have to like take into consideration how they think the people who are playing are going to utilize that miniature. Like if it's a tree, is there a possibility that they're gonna try to chop down the tree and use it to like make a bridge or something? Like, do we need to make this tree removable so we can like lift it out of where it's located and like put it over water? Like, and all these sort of factors that like I feel like people don't think about on a regular basis. But it's very interesting because it makes sense, like that you would want to think about those things. When designing something that's more, I don't know the right word. I want to say like utilitarian. You need to like use it for something, but I think that's the wrong usage of that word. So don't quote me. But you know, like it's very interesting the ways that they figure out to solve problems, and I actually really like making things. There's another YouTuber I watch. Oh, what's his name? He just did a video where he made his own version of a Lego man, but like horrifying. Let me see if I can real quick find his video. I wanna shout him out. Yeah, North of the Border. I think he's Canadian. You know, he's definitely Canadian. But anyways, he does some really interesting things too, where he takes like well-known characters and he redesigns them and creates miniatures, clay figures of them. And he does some really cool ones, and some of them he doesn't redesign, he just creates them, you know, like he did a Spirited Away, No Face, chasing, I forgot her name, fuck. I think it starts with a C, but I can't quite think of it. Anyways. But so, like, I don't know. I really like making things. I really like that artistic side of things and that more handheldness of the art. And like, it would be so cool to be able to like make miniatures of stuff. Like I would love doing that job. But then I was like, how do you get into the field of doing that? And then I was joking with my husband that like, you just have to paint a whole bunch of Warhammer figures and get really popular in the Warhammer community, and then you're in. But like I don't know much about Warhammer, so like would I even be able to do that? I don't know. I feel like my life consists of me constantly thinking of like alternative lives I could have lived, or things that I could have done, things that I enjoy and want to do, and just never actually like pursuing anything. Because I mean, my career is all around like pretty okay as far as like being financially stable and like me being capable of it, I guess you could say. But like there's a lot lacking in the enjoyment, pride, feeling good about life, like part of it. I don't know. It's the dream to have a job that doesn't feel like a job, or a job that you love doing even if it feels like a job. And like that's not what I have. That is not my life. Which I mean is not abnormal. Like most of the world is like that. And so like I should just suck it up and deal with it. But I dream of having something more, you know? I want to enjoy every day. I feel like I'm a pretty depressed person, generally speaking. So like anything that could make me happier would be really cool. And like, I don't know. There's also the thing of like, okay, let's say I quit my job and I start over. I start a new career. What happens when it becomes the same as the one that I'm in now? That I can do it, I'm you know, competent at it, but it doesn't spark that joy that I want it to. It doesn't like make me feel super fulfilled or anything. Then I have to try again. or go back, or just deal with it. And then that feels sad too. It's like, was it worth it? And then, like, in all likelihood, I'd be making a lot less money, so that's like also a negative. But I hate the idea that the world revolves around money, just because I wish the world revolved around happiness, but I feel like that's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Just redonkulous bullshit, like, impossibilities, you know? But what if, you know? Just imagine a world where, like, people were allowed to just try to be happy. They were allowed to focus on the joys in life and not money and profit. I think it'd be pretty nice. I mean, we'd probably be fucked though. It would be like absolute chaos. Like who's gonna be the trash man? Who's gonna be the one who like cleans up dead bodies? I don't know. Somebody likes that, right? Hard to say. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many like careers out there that I'd love to try. I almost wish that I could do like a Dirty Jobs series of just, instead of dirty jobs, it being like jobs that I might like, but I don't know. Please help me find a career. Reality show. I don't know. I think I can make it work. It'll just be me realizing that I'm really bad at everything. I'm not cut out to do anything. Because, like, I don't know, there's so many things that I've enjoyed doing in my life. Like I said, making miniatures, making art, I don't know, fucking making games. I liked making websites for a while. There's like too many things to list. I like making music. I like working with people and talking to people, but also I hate people, so like, you know, how conflicting. Life's hard. But I don't know. When am I ever gonna figure out what I want to be when I grow up, you know? I'm already old. As most people know, I'm like a 300,000-year-old mountain goddess. Like, it's a hard life out here. We'd be living long time. We'd be not able to find anything that we enjoy. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy my husband. He's great. I love him. And dogs are great too, even though they're barking and being little assholes. But I think I just want so much more from life. You know? I still like dream about becoming a veterinarian too. Like that's something I'd enjoy doing. I like learning about animals, so like maybe a scientist would be a better idea. But then like I'm bad at math and stuff, so that would be difficult for like both of those career choices. So like, am I just being unrealistic? Am I being a child excited about the future when I've already gotten there? When it's no longer the future for me? I don't know. Do I want to look at it that way? I don't think so. I think I always kind of want to have the door open to a possibility of a career change. But not because like I said, it's not because I hate my job or anything. Like, even if I get frustrated at work and there's dumb things, that happens everywhere. There's always gonna be some kind of workplace drama. There's always gonna be some kind of bullshit with a shitty boss. Like, that stuff is just a life thing, not a specific job thing in my opinion. I've never had a job where it's been like completely drama free is best way I could explain it. Completely everyone's happy, nothing's wrong, bosses are great. You know, like that doesn't exist. In my opinion, in my brain, because I've never experienced it. But wouldn't it be nice? I think that's why like a lot of the time I also think about just kind of having my own like company or workplace that I run. Not because it's like I'd run it better than you thing, but just because like I hate having a boss. I hate like especially the thought of doing something artistic and having to like follow someone else's rules. Like that's hard for me. That sounds like I'm just like a badass who likes to break rules, but it's not quite that. It's like maybe I'm just really fucking stubborn. You know? Um, I'm not like a complete it's my way or the highway kind of person, but I do base like a lot of my decisions on like a combination of emotion and logic. And if something seems wrong, then I don't want to do it. Like, wrong is in like, fuck, words. Words are real rough. Morally wrong. Breaking laws kind of thing. Then I'm not gonna do that. Like, you cannot pay me enough to do that. I will quit on the spot. I don't think I'm that much of a pushover in that realm. Which is fine if you are. Like, you have to pick your battles for sure. I'm just, I don't know, just wrong-willed when it comes to certain things. Very overly opinionated and stupid. For the most part, like I said, I work on logic, but there's certain scenarios in which it's just straight emotion, and like the logic factor goes out the window. So like the idea of, oh, but how are you gonna pay your bills next week is gone. It's gone. No concern for that. Strictly focused on this is wrong. I'm not doing it. Doesn't matter. I'll figure out a way to deal with this. You know. So I don't know. I just want to make things, I think, is the problem too. I used to make a lot of art. I used to make animations. I used to draw constantly. I used to make games where I made all the art for it. Like, all of those I feel like are art forms. I used to paint and used do charcoal drawings. I even used to do music. And like, I don't do any of that anymore, which is horribly depressing. But like, there's a reason for me stopping each thing. Like, it's not like I just decided I didn't like it anymore. Like, there was something that came between me and whatever it is, you know? Whether it be money or depression or I broke my hand, you know? Like, there's lots of different reasons of why I stopped each thing. But like, my problem is I haven't like fully picked them back up. And so it feels like there's a hole in my life of art where I just don't really make much art anymore. Like, every once in a while I'll make a game for like a jam or something, but I never finish them. And like, I don't know, I'm sort of fine with that, but at the same time I just wish that I was better. I wish that I could get out what I wanted to get out, because like, words, like I just said, words are really hard for me. I have a lot of trouble like thinking of the right word, and I get tongue-tied really easily, which is just me being dumb face. But like, it means that communication can be difficult. I don't always know how to get my point across, to like explain things, or to like emphasize my emotions or feelings on things, and so it can make certain parts of life very hard. Sorry, I'm adjusting and getting more comfortable. I'll be fine for a second. There's a turret here. But I want to be able to communicate those things in a more artistic way. I posted yesterday the artist that I enjoy, that their pieces really like speak to me, and the writing that goes along with the art is like really relatable for me. And that's what I want to be able to provide the world, is something that people can look at and feel like, yeah, I feel that, I understand that. Fucking another Stone Titan. They're the worst. They're my least favorite to fight. I say as I annihilate them. But yeah, I don't know. Lots of what ifs and how abouts and if I coulds, you know? And not a lot of action. It's hard though. You want to take action, you want to just kind of force yourself into like doing something that you want, but it's not always that straightforward. I think too, when you suffer from a lot of mental health problems and physical health problems in conjunction, like it's hard to be able to force past those things, you know? It's the difference between prying open a wooden box and prying open a metal safe. One of them's a lot easier than the other. Even though neither one of them are like actually easy. They're both difficult and require work. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm babbling. Let's talk about book bans again. We talked a little bit yesterday about book bans and the absurdity of it. I really have trouble understanding the logic behind banning books. I feel like it's just setting kids up for failure. It's like you're blocking them from knowledge and accessibility. Like, it's just, how are they supposed to learn if you don't allow them? And like, okay, so it may be a negative topic, but we still want them to learn negative topics, because how are they supposed to know they're negative topics? Like, they have to be able to build an understanding of things. I don't know, like, I don't agree with the idea of hiding things that we don't like. Why do we teach kids about wars? So that it doesn't happen again. You know? The information that they learn helps kind of provide them the knowledge of our past mistakes and our past situations so that we can prevent things from recurring. We learn from the past. We learn from stories. We learn from things we're taught. And if we're not taught about certain things, or we're not allowed to access it, you know, like, how are we supposed to build our understanding and idea of the world? And then, like, you turn 18 and they throw you out, and it's like, okay, but I don't actually understand sex, I don't understand taxes, I don't understand political parties, like, I don't understand gun laws, like, I don't understand what LGBTQ+ is, like, I don't understand any of these things. And like, that's a negative. Like, okay, let's say a parent doesn't agree with abortion. How are they supposed to teach their child about abortion and that it's bad if they don't talk about it? You know? Like, and they don't read about it and learn about it. They're just supposed to assume that everything's bad because you said it's bad. Like, that's not always how kids work. Some kids do end up, like, being like that, but, you know, not always. That normally causes them just to retaliate and, like, be worse. But, I don't know. I think the idea of banning books is weird to me because, like I said, it seems like something you'd want them to have access to be able to decide that things are bad or that things shouldn't be done. Knowledge is power, you know? I very much believe that. And restricting knowledge is weird. And I know, like, some people may argue that, like, oh, well, it's not, like, actually, like, true things that they're reading, or it's, like, I don't know, BL stories or whatever. I like BL, so don't even fuck with me. But, like, those are still things that you learn from, even if they're not real. You know? Like, what did you learn from Snow White? You learned not to eat food from strangers. But is Snow White real? Is there really a witch who's gonna feed me a poison apple? So, like, the concept of blocking these things is just, it just doesn't, like, make sense in my mind. It seems like, for me, I think of it almost as more of a negative to block it. Like, I think allowing it would be like, oh, see, proving a point. Like, if you really believed it that badly, that, like, oh, this is bad, that kids shouldn't know about blood or guts and stuff. But, like, it's also hard because at what point do they learn those things? I think that's, like, the thing that frustrates me. Is, like, they're just like, oh, well, just never. But they're gonna be an adult someday. And they're gonna need that information. They're gonna need to understand. They're gonna need to know. I don't know. It's something that I really, like, truly don't comprehend. But again, it's the thing where everyone has their different ideals and their understanding of things, and there are some things that are easy for you to sort of force relate to, why somebody would feel a way, you know? And there are situations where you cannot do that. You just can't. It's not, the understanding is not there and you're not capable of understanding. It's the comparison of like a parent who puts their child up for foster care or adoption, versus a parent who murders their child because they don't want to care for them. You know, one you can fully understand why it occurred. One you don't understand completely because it's irrational and bad. You know, I think that learning information helps you build those boundaries and those understanding of how things function and like how the world should work. I don't know. It's just the controllingness of like hoarding information or like preventing access to information just feels like you're trying to, you know that you're wrong and they're gonna find out that you're wrong by reading something. You know, like it just feels like you're playing a dangerous game. I just think it's dumb. Like, I also like have an interesting viewpoint on it because honestly I didn't read much when I was younger. What I read was manga, you know? And like I did learn a lot from manga, but again, it's one of those things where like I had a very clear understanding of it being unrealistic and not how reality functions. So like it's hard for me to understand, really. I just think that people don't give kids enough credit. You know, they just assume that they're dumb and they don't understand, and that they have no maturity. But like, there are kids that are pretty mature pretty young. It just depends on the kid. It depends on them as a person and their personality. But I think that's part of the problem, is people don't view them as people. They almost view them as objects to protect and prevent others from harming. And like, their definition of harm is weird. There you are. Where's this guy hiding? In the sky! Don't laser beam me. Cannot get him. Cool. Man, he do be taking a long time to kill. Ooh, finally. Thought he'd never die. But anyways, I learned a lot from the internet versus books, and I'm really glad I did. I was able to learn things. I talked about this again yesterday too. I was able to learn things that my parents didn't necessarily teach me or introduce me to. I was able to do it through people who understood me and I was related to. And I think books are sort of the same way. A lot of books are about teenagers, for teenagers, with the idea of them relating to it. With the idea of, let me tell you the story of when I was young so that you can relate to it. Because like, I don't know, I was talking to my husband about this morning too. When I was young, I had this understanding that parents couldn't have fun and be like jokey and, you know, like childlike. There was certain things that they just couldn't do because they were adults and they didn't do that. And I built up that idea based on, you know, what I saw. My parents, my friends' parents, the teachers, and it, you know, it wasn't because I like disliked older people or anything like that. It was just I thought that's how it was. I thought that's how it was supposed to be. I thought that's how everyone understood it to be. And I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. And even now, I still get very surprised when I like see adults, like real live people, like laughing and enjoying things, like playing games. Like, it feels very different from what I grew up with. I mean, like my mom like would do that. She'd play games with us and like joke around, and my dad played games too, but he was much more aggressive and like not in, like we weren't included in it. So like, I don't know, my concept of like fun for adults was very different. Adults didn't joke around and hang out with their friends. Adults didn't like play board games with kids. Like, adults like were annoyed with people like trying to interact with them. And like now I realize that I'm an adult, and I look at how my friends act, and I look at how the people that I sort of grew up with look at you know, like the famous YouTubers, and I look at where they are and like how they're living their lives and how they're just like me. They're just large children, and it feels like something is very different than the previous generation. But I don't know that that's actually the case. I almost feel like my parents just like hid it from me because they didn't want me to think that like life is all fun and games or something. Like, I don't know. It just like I feel like it couldn't possibly be that they were enjoying their lives but not having fun or like existing in this way that I live. Not that they have to be just like me, they can have fun in different ways, but like, I don't know, it's this distinct separation between children and adults, that like children go outside and ride bikes and like play board games and play computer games, and adults, they go to their job, they work, they come home, they clean the house, they yell at you, they watch TV. That's it. Like that's the extent, you know? But that's not really an existence. That's a window, a portrayal that we have created of what we think it is. When you're like very young, you watch your parents very closely. You want to be just like them, so you try to mimic their every move. And then you reach a certain age and they become a nuisance, and you essentially sort of push them away and you don't want to know about them, and like you lose a lot of that, any connection that you had with them in that time frame. And like, I think for me it almost was like I forgot that they were people just like me, that they were just like trying to go through every day the best that they could. And to me they became like corporate drones that didn't care about anything. And I do think that's why I was like, I would say meaner to my parents when I was growing up, because it felt like they could never possibly understand me, you know? And so I had that leg to fall back on of, well, the internet understands me. There's people my same age who have experienced things that I haven't, that I can talk to, and they understand me. You know? It's sort of that variation. And for a long time that was books instead of the internet for people. And so like, I don't know, some people still are like that with books instead of the internet, which is fine. Like, each person has their own thing that they enjoy. But like, hiding it from them, taking it away from them, like, I don't know. It just seems weird to me. And I'm not talking about like little kids. I'm not talking about like elementary schoolers. I'm talking about hell, even middle schoolers. I feel are competent and like able to differentiate right and wrong and process information at that age. Like, we just don't give them enough credit. We just assume that they're going to make mistakes. But like, yeah, they're gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. And I think that's the piece that's missing, that it's okay. 3,000, fuck me, that's so much. I want to get it, but I also, there's not a ton of people floating around. I don't know, I don't like someone else controlling my life so much, micromanaging me to such an intense level. And I feel like that's what people are doing right now. They're micromanaging kids to like the 13th degree of where they're not even allowing them to live their lives. They're not allowing them to learn and come to conclusions on their own. They're just like, shut up, do what I say, be a little doll that I control. And I don't like that. I think that's wrong. I think that each person in the world needs to find their own way. And that means that they'll be doing trial and error, essentially. They'll be failing in certain cases. They'll be succeeding in others. And that should be okay. But I'm also of the mind that, like, you shouldn't put intense pressure on your children. Like, there are plenty of parents that, like, are like, you have to become a football player, you have to win, you have to do this, you have to do that, and like, fuck no, man, you don't have to do any of that shit. Like, oh, I forgot I was saving for the chest. Well, we won't get enough from killing all these magma worms. But like, that's a lot for a child to have on their shoulders, and that's okay, but like, reading a book about, like, 2 gay boys is not okay. I'm a little dying a little. That was close. Bottle. Fuck. I might die. Try to find some place underneath a ledge where he won't kill me. Actually, go hide in the chest area for a second. You kill this man. He'd be killing me. I'm too strong to be around here. Okay. Let's choose our magma worm. Focused. Oh, another one came out. Another one! Oh, I didn't hit either one of them with that. That was great. 10 out of 10. Good. Fuck up again. Did I kill those both? I think they're both dead. Okay, so there's one left. Go this way somewhere. Could just go up there, but like, I don't know why I'm being dumb about it. He's gone? He fucking left. He saw me coming and he was like, nah fam, thanks. Sometimes I like hit my Q without thinking about it. Oh man, I got all turned around. Nice, feels great. teleporter. Alright, let me fuck. Need more healing items, man, for sure. I only have the one, I think. Okay, cool. Let's clean up. Pick up the big chest, the gold chest, and then we'll move on. Wow, a brain. Nice. Okay, cool. Killing it. Sorry, I got more focused because I'm trying not to be dead, so that's a thing. I want this. Why you gotta be up there though? Make me go so far. Hello? Die. Killed it. Amazing. Okay. Back over here. I want it. Oh, please. I don't appreciate you. Why would you go after that? Go after these. They look more terrifying. Ooh, my health. Suffering. Can you please die? I think the brain is probably one of my least favorite red items. So that's cool. I really don't like the effect that it does on the screen. That's just because I'm a little bitch baby. You know how it is. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to decide how we should end this. Should I try to fight the big boss boy? Or should I obliterate? It's been a long while since I fought the boss, so we could do that. I'm sure to get my ass kicked. Come on! Pop me out an item. Why are are you so fucking expensive? You better give me some good shit. I'll come back for you. I'm so fast. Ah, moved. Sorry guys, I got quiet because I'm focused on not dying. Risk of Rain really do be one of my favorite games, honestly. I just feel like I could play it forever, you know? Okay. Speaking of games I could play, I'm gonna be buying the new Pikmin. Well, I guess it's not really new. The release of Pikmin 1 and 2 for the Switch. I'm gonna be buying that, and I'll probably play it on stream. I love the Pikmin games. They're some of my favorites for sure. Somebody come try to kill me so I can kill you instead, please. Oh, hello. You'll do. Wish I had Wars too. Called that, by the way. It's a troll. Speaking of words that are hard to say, I was telling my husband that I like certain like macabre things. We were talking about the word for a little bit because it's an interesting word that's not utilized unless you're specifically like in a certain realm, I guess you could say. Because it's, I don't know, it's kind of like football terms. You don't know football terms if you don't talk about football, you know? It's kind of the same thing. You don't really know what macabre means unless you are interested in macabre topics. I forgot how to words halfway through that sentence, so, you know, life. But it's like a word that's not used in everyday language, you know? And then its spelling is fucked up too because it's spelled macabre almost. So like, you know, it's also one of those words where you feel like you're tricked because you sound it out and it's wrong. At least I always feel tricked, but you know, I also can't spell for the life of me. Can't spell, can't do math, you know, the whole 9 yards. It's basically I am a potato. As far as intelligence goes, it's pretty factual actually. Look, there it is, Guar's tomb. in the gold. Every time Dean stands up from his desk, the dogs go apeshit. I think it's because he spoils them. I have to be the bad guy, you know? I think when we have kids, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna suck, for sure. Okay, up we go. That's a printer, fireworks printer. Little guys trying to murder me. Life do be like that though, you know? Okay, let's see. Loop around and then we'll do the teleporter. Go to the particle effects. Of course, grandparent makes sense. Only logical. Yes, keep turning. Aim for me. The first time this happened, I had no idea how to save myself, and I died. Need to get wrecked. Dead. All my drones are dead too, so that's cool. I feel like I don't have enough healing items, so I'm totally gonna get murdered when I do the boss. That's okay. I haven't forgotten about that chance shrine either. I know it's still gonna be with its expensive costs. There we go. Teleporter's charged. Oh, fucking, this is a joke. Come on. Ugh. What a bitch. Probably would have given me like fireworks or something anyways. So it's whatever. Oh well. Onwards. Okay. Let's go. There's a chest over here for a second. I think it was just like an optical illusion with the fire reflections. let's get fucked up. Oh, hello. It surprised me. Just a little guy. My arm itches. Okay, arm scratching now that a monster's gone. Another one. I'll even make it to the boss at this rate? God damn. Oh! He's hitting me so hard! Run! Fucking almost murdered me. No, he hit me again. Run away! Heal, heal, heal! This motherfucker just waiting for me. Oh my god! Whole cavalry came. Shit. Dead. Not gonna make it. Charge faster. Charge faster. Oh my god, you charge so slow! Fucker! There's no way. There's no way. This man's gonna kill me. Look at it. Look at it. It's like the fucking worst angel I've ever seen in my life. Oh, and I fell off the edge. Fuck me. Where am I? I charged it. Ah. Run away! Run away! I gotta do the blood ones. They charge so much faster. Fuck, I fell. Flying one. Yeah, the super OP one. Fucking destroy me. Heal faster, heal faster. Ah! Ah! Get any double jump, so like fucking everything's difficult. Still gotta get one more pillar. There's gotta be one here somewhere. Long distance snipe? No, I suck. Bitch is gonna kill me for sure. Fuck. It's just like fast. Ugh. If I can just kill this like white flying thing, I think I can do it. It's so strong. be hit me pretty hard. Oh, die! Let's go do one of these ones. These the spinny ones. These are the ones that like make you jump. Okay. Ooh. Man. I thought that was another one, and I was about to scream, but it's just the corpse of the other one. Okay. Hello, sir. Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? Doing great. Ooh. Okay, kiddos. I think we can do this. I think we can maybe beat Mithrix, but we'll see. Whoa! Got me. He hit me. He slapped me. Just fuck off and die, please? That would be wonderful. before? I thought there was only 2. Don't come near me. Sir, sir, step away. I was looking at the little round balls on the ground and I forgot to pay attention to him trying to hit me with his hammer. He moves so fast. Oh, I forgot he does this move. Oh, this is the worst. I hate this one. Oh! Fuck, he got me. Fuck, he got me. Jump. Don't come near me. Don't come near me, sir. Don't touch. Oh. He touch. Oh, fuck! Sorry guys, I know it's like super quiet, but I just, I'm very focused. I'm very close to death. At any moment, he will one-shot me. Fuck yeah. Get fucked, bitch. Take that. Oops, missed. Oops. Hello? Where the fuck am I? I could still die, so probably shouldn't celebrate too soon. Yeah, get fucked. Whoop 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 whoop. We did it, kiddos. We did it. Just under an hour and 20 minutes. And we did it on Rainstorm. Maybe one day we'll do it on Monsoon, but I will probably only do that if there's people playing with me. So I'll have to drag some friends into a game. And we did it! We just exploded that planet like it was no big deal. And now we're headed off on an adventure somewhere new. And so she left, yearning for her next great hunt. Okay, we're not gonna watch through all of the end credits because I've seen it before and my mother-in-law is coming to visit and she's almost here. So the second she gets into the end of the driveway, the dogs are gonna go ape shit. So we're gonna end it now. I thank you guys for chilling with me. Oh, she's here. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Bye.